Morning, folks. You couldn't slap the smile off my face this morning. Old Ted Cruz got his nuts in a sling. And I am here for it. I love it. The Campaign Finance Watchdog Group in Citizens United and Campaign Legal Center has filed a formal complaint against Ted Cruz with the Federal Elections Commission. See, old Ted Cruz has himself a podcast. It's called The Verdict with Ted Cruz. And I'm telling you, well, The Verdict with Ted Cruz, but you know what I'm saying. Old Ted Cruz's podcast, and I don't recommend it. I went back and listened to it. It's to me, it's like standing there and having somebody throw horse shit on you. It's bad. But the point of it is that old Ted Cruz claims all the time he just doesn't get paid for this. This is just a public service he does to spread the BS. That says it all the time. I don't get paid for this. Well, turns out that's probably just not true. He had $630,000 show up out of the blue in his PAC. So he's got a PAC. It's called the Lies and Cowards PAC. Okay, it's called the Truth and Courage PAC, but that doesn't fit Ted Cruz. You know that, and I know that. So I'm going to keep calling it the Lies and Cowards PAC. $630,000 just showed up from iHeartMedia. Who's iHeartMedia? Well, that's the company that distributes his podcast. You know, the one he says he doesn't get paid for doing? That's illegal as hell, folks. The most you can solicit for anybody for your money contributions you can solicit for anybody for your PAC is $5,000. $5,000. $630,000. I don't know about me. I'm just an old country boy that just went to a South Texas school. I don't know, but I'm thinking $630,000 is more than $5,000. And it doesn't stop there, folks. It doesn't stop there. See, it turns out that those contributions, looks like they were trying to hide them. See, when they did the filings with the FEC, they filed those as other income. Or, pardon me, other receipts. They're filed as other receipts. They weren't filed as income or donations or anything. They were filed as other receipts. See, other receipts is usually reserved for interest income or income off investments the PAC already owns, not contributions, not income. So yeah, it looks as though they're trying to kind of hide this because, like I said, old Ted Cruz constantly telling everybody he doesn't get paid for this, which opens up an even more important question. As they start digging into this, they're going to get into the communications between iHeartMedia and Ted Cruz. And if Ted Cruz directed this money to his PAC, which it looks like he did, that's more than just a campaign finance violation. That's income. That's you getting paid for your podcast. And I would bet my life that money was diverted to dodge taxes. Yeah, this looks like tax evasion to me, folks. So yeah, we're probably looking at an IRS investigation being triggered by this FEC investigation. And Ted Cruz is pissed. He does not want to talk about it. When asked by a journalist, he's just snapped at a journalist about it. It's just, he is not wanting to talk about this because he's running against Colin Allred. And Colin Allred is making bank down here, folks. I mean, folks are really just supporting him solidly. The folks down here in Texas are done with Ted Cruz. They are. And you've got Colin Allred, who is everything you want. What do you want in a candidate? You want somebody that's intelligent. You want somebody that's well-spoken. You want somebody that is physically appealing, unlike Ted Cruz, who looks like fat Wolverine. I mean, just, it looks ridiculous. I mean, have you ever seen a more repugnant face than Ted Cruz? And he's got the personality of Preparation H with cactus needles in it. I mean, it's just, he's awful. He's awful. And it shows. It shows what's going on down here with what's going on down here. Colin Allred has huge support. He is massively out fundraising Ted Cruz. And this isn't going to help, folks. This is not going to help. When you have the FEC digging into your campaign donors, all of a sudden these big donors that might be willing to do a little shady something to slip you some cash, the lights are on. The lights are on. And I assure you, Ted Cruz is not going to be funded by small donors down here. That's not going to happen. He is not popular with the Texas people. He's got that hardcore MAGA support, and he's sucking up to Trump as hard as he can right now to try to get Trump to support him down here. But I guarantee you that'll do nothing but motivate voters. That will do nothing but motivate all red voters when that happens. And it's going to happen, folks. Well, look, I appreciate you. Kudos to Texas Tribune and Matthew Choi for doing the journalism on this. They did an amazing job of digging this up. Corporate media is not touching it. You got to come to Meidas to get this information. So please, you're about to see a commercial. Help them out. Hit the subscribe button. Support them everywhere you can. This is old Texas Paul out. Love you, folks.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.